All right. All right. So market again. This is the kind of stuff that freaks everybody out. I just watch and see what it does. I don't take any positions off or add any right here. I did take a strangle on the SPY, but that's just to try to take either a continuation of the downside or a bounce here. If the news isn't confirmed that anything's going to happen, the market's going to bounce back up again. Tempted to take snow off here pretty soon. Um, it's the option's pretty not too bad right here. They're trading at 510. Again, we paid 645 for it. That's not bad at all. 520. I'll watch it just a little bit longer. But with my call credit spread, I'm going to be at money on the trade. But for anybody who's still in the trade, um, again, we paid 645. It's going for 520. That's not bad. That's not bad because we made a beautiful gain in CNC. The thing with snow is it's still bearish on the daily chart. You know, I hate to cut it right now. I take a small loss when this thing is bearish. It's coming down. It's trying to roll over, but we only get 2 days after today, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch it a little bit longer. Again, I also took some hood. Just trying to bounce right now. I got a sell order on my SPY strangle. I get in at 476. I got a sell order at 576. It's trading at 435 right now. You know, I paid a lot for it because of the option premiums were pretty inflated at the time because of the big move in the SPY. But I'm looking for some sort of a bounce or a bigger pull down. But I did it for tomorrow, so I got time on it. If it doesn't do it today, I can wait for an overnight gap as well. So. Mara's sitting at $1.12 right now. Snow trading at $5. Just gonna wait for watch the market, see if it settles down. Very choppy here. New York Times reporting that Trump he's drafted a letter to fire Powell. A lot of fun. News-driven markets are very, very difficult. Some pretty wild candles here in the market right now. Very, very crazy. Again, I'm not jumping into this fray. Maybe Sarepta is setting up for short again. Yeah, it looks like it, but I'm not going to touch it. What did I take on Hood? I didn't take it off yet. I didn't take it off yet. This market's coming down. Again, New York Times just reported that Trump's already has a letter to go out to fire Powell. We'll see what happens. I mean, this could all be posturing. I have no idea. Market doesn't know what to think. You can see, but right now, all I did was put a strangle on the SPY, and I'm holding all my positions right now. We took profits in CCJ this morning. That was nice. I added Hood just before the news come out, and I'm holding on to it. It's still a good setup. Hood, it's still a good setup. I don't really have a problem with swinging it if I have to. Again, watching snow coming back down. What position did I take on Hood? Oh, on Hood. I took, let me tell you what I got. I got some calls, just small position. I took some calls for next week. I took the $99 calls, $99 calls on Hood. Next week I paid $7 for them. They're $5.60 right now. $7 for the $99 calls on Hood. The SPY strangle starting to get into the profits now. I paid $4.76. It's at 5.01. Jumping around. Mara still at $1.02. Snow at 5.65 right now. 5.65 on snow. We're not that far away from break even on snow. Crazy price action. Gold popped up here this morning, a little over 1%. 310.36 is resistance on gold. It just went through it at 310.47 right now, but it does have resistance at 310.36. Hood coming in. I may be forced to hold this thing because I don't know what the market's going to do. If the sell-off's going to continue or not. It obviously is right now. SPY down to 618. On the daily chart, here's the SPY is right on the 15 EMA right now. Right here, right on it. Again, we know these things can be fairly strong support levels. But you know, this is news that's driving this market right now, or speculation driving this market. Again, my strangle on the SPY. I paid $4.76. It's 5.39, 5.40 right now. As it comes, and I'll take it off at 5.76. I'm not going to try to press it beyond there just because we're right down to the 15 EMA on the SPY. Likely to be some support there. We'll see. I'm going to watch the SPY pretty close here to take my strangle off. Okay, I took my SPY strangle off, took profits in the SPY strangle. It's right around the 80 exponential moving average. The 8 exponential, the 15 is 618.13. 618.13 on the SPY. And I did take the strangle off. I took profits in it. I made 50 cents on it, about 10%. Mara holding up pretty well here. As the crypto's holding up pretty nicely against the market drop. WDC's not. WDC's bounced, come down. Microsoft come down as well, but not precipitously. Again, I'm probably going to take snow off here. Going for 572. Okay, I took snow off. Might turn around and head back down again, but I closed it. I'm not gonna fight with it anymore. I took it off at 550. So I lost about a buck on it, a little less than a buck. Made a lot more money in CNC. I still got my call credit spread on it, so it's decent shape. So we'll take a small loss on snow. Out of snow. Joe's going long gold here. I don't blame you, Joe. Nice move in low. APM keeps moving up and moving down. Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm still in it. The volume's staying up pretty decently. You got next week's around, so holding snow. Yeah, I don't blame you then. If you got next week's snow, I would probably hold it as well. But this was a pretty good opportunity for me to close it out, and also close up my call credit spread, so I can take all those things off. Close my credit spread, call credit spread for $12, 12 cents. So I made $39 a contract on that. Right, so I closed my call credit spread, I closed my strangle on the SPY, I closed out my snow short. I'm still in hood. Yeah, I'm still holding WDC. Still holding Microsoft. So snow is closed, CCJ is closed. Everything else I'm in. Still in Mara. Crazy price action. Again, this is all news based on Trump threatening to fire Powell. New York Times said he had a letter. Republican congressman said he was in a conference with him, waving the letter around. Who knows? I mean, who knows? CRCL, very strong. Yeah, CRCL, again, this is a crypto, very, very volatile stock. CRCL, very, very volatile. Moving up here nicely today. This is up about $25. Nice setup on CRCL if you don't mind trading really, really volatile stocks. Again, I am in hood. I'm still in PM. Not PM, sorry, MP. Dyslexia, MP. WDC trying to bounce here. Microsoft also trying to bounce. So just watch it. Now, this is not a market you want to dive into right now. It's very, very volatile. All right, let's check over on the YouTube area. Good morning. Hey, Nat Ryan, use the opportunity to reduce snow a bit. Yeah, I took my snow off. I took my snow off. I had a call credit spread on it as well, on snow. That I closed out for a nice profit. I had a 220, 250 that I had put on as a method of reducing my losses on snow. Now, so I took snow off this morning at 550, and I paid 645 for it, I think. But so I took a small loss on it, but I made way more than that on the call credit spreads. I made about $40 a contract on those, so that was pretty good. And I closed out snow. I closed out CCJ this morning for a beautiful profit. Sold it for $7. Closed out snow for a small loss. Took a strangle on the SPY and took profits on that, about 12% on the SPY strangle. And I'm still in MP, Ryan. Still in MP, holding to MP. Oracle very strong. Yep, thanks, Ali. I saw you comment there. Very nice. Again, this is a wild market day right now because of news. As I said before many times, this is a news-driven market. It's decently predictable without any news. As soon as the news comes out, you start getting this kind of crap, and you just got to let the market settle down. I don't think you want to be in here trading this garbage. I have some APM. It's gone against me. This is a Momo trade. These are very speculative trades. I took some hood just before the news came out. I'm still holding it. It's moving up toward the VWAP right now. Those are my positions. I haven't done much here today. We're holding Microsoft. We're holding URGN. We sold Snow for a small loss, or about $1. We sold CCJ for about $1.60 profit. That was pretty nice. Still holding half of my WDC that we sold yesterday for $3.55. I held half of it, so I posted it like that. But the actual position itself was in and out already. And I'm still in Mara. The strangle we paid $92 for yesterday on Mara. Mara is up nicely here today. The strangle right now in Mara is going for, I get $1.50 sell order. It's $1.11. I may change that. Lower it down a little bit. The Mara chart, you can see it's crypto stock. cryptos are just notoriously volatile. But you see that big run up to 2162 here, and it's moving up here today with a nice gap up. So we got $19 calls. So I don't want to see it move back down very much, even though we got a couple more days in this. So I got $1.50. I'm probably going to cut that down to $1.25. Okay, I changed my Mara to $1.25. All right, let's take a breath here and relax a second. The market just whipsaws back and forth. Again, news-driven market. We've been a news-driven market for quite a long time, and it can really play havoc with your positions. We're not too bad on Microsoft. Is still down this morning about 0.3%, but it's still nice and bullish. Gold went right up to the resistance level and pulled back again. His GLD again. I like these horizontal support and resistance levels. You see what that 310 right there, 56. See it hit it here, went through it here today. Now it's pulled back again. So let's see if it continues on up later. APM. I'm still in this APM, just sitting around 314 hood. I'm still in hood. It's trying to bounce back. I try to get above the VWAP. So far, no go. Crazy stuff here with this market. Oh, how are you doing, Ruth? All right. Ibuprofen help at all?
I don't know yet. I'm sitting in here with those guys.
Oh.
Not enough.
Oh, God almighty. Trump's over there at conference, there's a Republican conference, waving a letter around. He said he's getting rid of the firepower. So the market goes crashing down.
God,
Maybe not for sure.
because that's that.
It's insanity in there.
There's nobody else that can do that, Jeff.
Oh, sure there is.
In Trump's buddies.
Oh, yeah, Hassett, sure. But the thing is, he wants to lower rates. But one guy doesn't decide that. It's made up of all the fake governors. There's 12 of them.
Yeah.
So he can change them if he wants to try to get rates lower. And they're likely going to lower them in September anyway. But Hassett would be the guy he put in there, who's actually pretty good.
Oh, really? You sure?
Huh?
You sure?
No, of course not. I'm not sure.
I mean, he knows.
It's, first of all, it's going to be a fight. Unless Powell it just resigns,
Yeah.
he can challenge him. Because he's there until next May. So he can challenge him. He can actually take it to court if he wants. But I don't know. I doubt if he'd want to.
Oh, I don't know why he would want to.
Marcus not going to I told him in the room, this is a news market. It's really not news. It's speculation masquerading as news.
Yeah, really.
That's all it is. Same thing with the tariffs. It's all speculation. Because the administration says the tariffs haven't impacted any inflation yet. They're not on yet.
Some are.
Very few. It's all threats. All right. Okay. Coming back here, taking a breath, see what's going on. Watching 8 p.m., just moving sideways. Still in hood. Trying to do a day trade on this, but I may not get it. I may end up having to hold it or take a loss on it. Again, we took profits. I took snow off. Took snow off at 550. And I sold I bought back my snow call credit spread that I had put on a few days ago to try to mitigate the loss, and I made good money on that, about $40 a contract on that one. And I had about 4 times as many contracts on the call credit spread as I did on snow. So actually, personally, I made money on the trade. Oracle Circle very strong, yeah. Internals moving toward bearish. Joe, thank you. Yeah, they are moving slightly bearish, but T2104 is starting to bounce here. You're probably getting a bounce in VOLD2 right now. Snow moving up. We're out. I don't know if that was the greatest exit or not, but I'm happy with the exit. There's WDC bouncing now. Microsoft popping up here. Now market's starting to recover. Again, I'm out of my SPY strangle. It did what I wanted it to do. Trying to break even at 8 p.m. at 365, Sarang. Yeah, I'm watching it. The volume's dropping off a little bit here right now, and it's below the VWAP. It stays below the VWAP. I'm going to take it off as well. But I'm gonna. Again, I don't get out on a candle that goes down below it until I see it close. There's a SPY bouncing here pretty nicely. Again, this all news. Now Trump just said on firing Powell, we're not planning on doing anything. Hard to rule out anything, but not likely. All right, so now the speculation of Powell being fired just got blown out the window by the person who was creating the speculation. This is almost funny. Ram Kamara, yeah, I appreciate that. I was right on the money with the firing being speculation. Listen, we've been through this. Oh, and these tariffs, put them on, take them off. Gonna put them on, take them off. 200% tariff gonna be on drugs. 100% gonna be on drugs. Nothing's been put on place yet. It's all speculation masquerading as news, and the market just reacts like a wild man here. Now it's bouncing back up again. This whole big loss here based on that is going to be wiped out briefly. Anthony, I sometimes think we're just distracted on purpose with the news. Of course we are. Of course we're being distracted on purpose with the news. You just have to ignore it for the most part, and you can't. What happens is a lot of people, when this kind of crap happens, they bail on their positions. I bailed on my snow position because this actually gave me a huge benefit. So when it benefits me, I'll take advantage of these kind of crazy moves. But I'm not going to take off any of my longs here on something like this. This is all crap. I mean, this market's been doing this now for several months. It's all crap. At 8 p.m. I'm going to dump. I'm not going to stay in that thing. So I took that 8 p.m. Moment trade off, loss on that one. They don't all work. I mean, and they're very volatile, so you have to be prepared to take some losses on those. I had a pretty nice win yesterday on one. And we got out of snow at 550, and it's at 460 right now. What'd you say, Ruth?
Yeah, I'm better.
Huh?
I'm better.
You're better? Ibuprofen kicked in?
Huh?
The ibuprofen kicked in? I'll be interested to see what he has to say when you get over there next week.
Anxious to be. Very anxious.
It's kind of local, because you know it isn't like over your whole back. It's just local.
I, I have a feeling that has something to do with this.
Yeah, they go in the bone.
Yeah. Find out Monday.
This market today, you know, so Trump's waving the thing around, you know, he's going to fire. He's asking Congress, I'm going to fire Powell. New York Times says he's got a letter ready. Now Trump just comes out and says,
anything's possible, but it's very unlikely I'm gonna fire him. So the market now goes rocketing back up again. I think he's doing this shit to get his cronies in there to be able to buy stuff when it goes down and then reverse it. And that's what it's perfect market manipulation. And I
The
made
president
money.
is manipulating.
Of course he's manipulating. I put a strangle on the spy and made good money on it.
Well, then he's our,
And I had snow, which I was way underwater on. It plummeted. I took profits in that. But like all along, because the market's going down, I told them, don't sell anything. Don't sell anything unless it's in your favor.
yeah.
Just hold on, because this is bullshit. Because I had said before he said that it was not likely to happen, I said, this is all speculation, don't believe it. And then he comes out and says that. One guy says, you're exactly right.
Oh, come on, by now he's.
How many times do you have to see this?
Yeah, there's no surprise in this. He's been doing this.
But it's very difficult with the markets whipping up and down like crazy.
Yeah.
All right, back to the room. All right, a little after 12 o'clock here, and now now Trump says he's not likely to fire Powell. After, of course, it was reported that he was likely to fire Powell. So the market just goes down, goes back up again. I'm holding on to my positions. The other thing I did was take snow off. I took snow off of a much smaller loss than we had. So that I'm happy with that. That we took advantage. That news move actually helped us out. Still in Hood, still holding Hood. I did take I took a loss on the APM momentum trade. Mara trading at $1.17. Right here, still moving in our favor. I got a $1.25 sell order on that. That'd be a nice profit on that. That'd be 33 cents. Be about over 33%, about 36%. We sold CCJ for a nice profit, and Microsoft is trying to bounce. Hood. I'm still in Hood. Hood's bouncing back up, it's got above the VWAP again. I'm holding on to Hood. Very volatile market. This is tricky. This is the kind of markets that really hurt retail traders that get emotional about trades. When this kind of stuff happens and they see the news, they start dumping their lawns. They start taking losses on stocks that are really good on the daily chart, but they can't take the pressure when this kind of stuff happens. Which is why I said, please don't sell anything that you're long on right now unless you get a profit. And we use this move down to take advantage of it in our snow position. And that's what you have to do. You have to completely separate yourself from this news and all the speculation, and just try to work this logically. Logically, is the market going to crash from here? It's not likely. And it was all speculation. Speculation is not actual action, but the market reacts to it. The market always overreacts to this kind of stuff. That's why that strangle on the SPY that worked beautifully. Now it's less than what I paid for it at this point. We were able to take snow off. I was able to take my snow call credit spread off. So all in all, Mara going for $1.15. We got a $1.25 sell order on it. Just an insanely volatile market based on news masquerading as speculation masquerading as news. All right, see if we get any questions. Morning, Heaven. Use the opportunity to reduce snow. Yeah, I took it off on that big drop down. Good morning, Heaven. How do you strangle? Yeah, I made good money on that SPY strangle. If I have a second, can you explain how you choose your strangle strikes on a move like today? Well, it was pretty easy on the SPY. When I took the SPY, I took the the SPY strangle. It was pretty basic. I took the 220 calls and the two. I'm sorry, where's the SPY? Here it is. I took the 620 puts, the 621 calls. It was trading at 620.50 when I took the trade. 620.50. It was right in between the two strikes. So I bought one strike higher, one strike lower. 620, 621. It was trading right in the middle of the two. I didn't want to go too far out because I suspected that the bounce was that the move was exaggerated and it was not likely to make any huge moves either one way or the other, just a recovery. So I tried to buy as close to where it was at the money at the time. And just that was a reasoning I was using. If you're doing overnight or something and you're looking for big moves, you can go. Your strangles can be further away. Your spreads can be 3, 4, 5 points wide, because it's cheaper to do that if you get the move you expect. But I didn't expect that, so that's why I took it like that. Okay. Hope that helps, Ryan. Am I still $1.50 on Mara? No, Terry. I changed it to $1.25 on Mara. Haven't closed yet, but I changed it to $1.25. The crypto right now is, they've still got this hearing in the House that has to go through. The speculation is it's going to pass now, which would that's what moved the cryptos up today. But if by chance it doesn't, it'll go right back down again. So I'm going to try to make it at $1.25 and try to get that if I can. I take lunch about 12:30 today. All right, MDGL, looking good out of a very long conversion. MDGL. Yeah, actually a pretty nice setup here this morning. It's a little extended. I'm sure you know it's a little extended, but it's a nice move here. It's breaking out right now, coming out of compression. 351.39 on MDGL. Resistance. Let me see. It went through resistance at 351.39. It's got another resistance level at 355.88. 355.88, and then the big resistance is up at 377.46. So 355.88 is the next resistance level, about $4 higher. Nice look on that one, Ari. SPY pulled back, big news, big speculation. Speculation slapped down, market comes back up again. Trump says another deal with India coming up, maybe, is what he said, maybe. Trump on the media reports of him firing Paro that are not true. Republicans in the House Financial Services Committee are slated to meet with Powell tonight. Mara's sitting at 120 right now for strangle. Stock trading at 19.92. Again, 20 bucks or so. If it gets to 20 or so, likely we'll get filled on this. It's 122 right now. Hasn't been able to get through today's high. So, and again, if I can get a decent profit like that, I don't want to risk holding it with there's still votes coming up, etc. It could go against it, which would go against the crypto bills, which could move these cryptos back down again. So, you know, coin is in the same boat as that. Circle is in the same boat as that. Riot's in the same boat as that. All the cryptos. So I'm gonna, if I can get 125, I'm gonna take it off. It's at 122 right now. The comments from the people in Pete's room are funny as hell. The comments in Pete's room are funny as hell about this. He's gonna fire him, he's not gonna fire him. The guy says, what the fuck?
You haven't figured it out
Yeah,
yet?
they should have by now.
It's just chatter.
I said, it's speculation masquerading as news.
Yep.
Okay, took profits in Mara. Took profits in Mara. Could go higher, but I'm not going to risk it. So we made 33 cents on a 92 entry. It's 34, 35, 36%, almost 40%, 36% on that trade. 36%. Right, so Mara's closed, Snow is closed, CCJ is closed. WDC trying to bounce up. Again, I'm still in Hood, which is bouncing a little bit. Still in Microsoft. Still in URGN. Just up a little bit today. Still in WDC, which is chopping around. And out of Snow. You know, my goal was to take some of these trades off today. So we took Snow off. That was a decent exit for us with just 2 days to go on this one. I again have a call credit spread on it that I actually made really good money on. I got $40 profit out of a $51 credit that I got. So that was pretty nice as well. Took up nice profit in CCJ. I still got half of my WDC. I don't know that everybody does, but I did point out that I took half of it off. Some people sold it all, I guess. And then we just took profits in Mara. So we did reduce our positions by 3 here so far today. So that's good. Again, I did add Hood. I'm trading Hood right now. I've still got MP that I haven't posted here, which is coming down against me. Kind of a crazy day here.
Long swing position that they took on Friday. They exited for a small loss on Tuesday. Should have they stayed or not? And well, I don't know if you had an option on it or if you were stock, right? If you had an option on it and it was expiring, I guess I understand getting out. The stock hasn't broken any technical layers here. It's still well within its corridor. It's still very bullish D1. Obviously, today it's actually, holding up fairly well in the market. So if you were in stock, I'd say you got out too early. If you were in option that expired this Friday, then you probably did the right thing.
There have been a lot of great opportunities on a day trading basis. I mean, there have been stocks every day that have been moving back and forth. So
I
even
kicked the
with
shit out of Tesla yesterday.
Oh, you were all over Tesla, and you want to? I'll put the M5 chart up. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you traded Tesla yesterday?
I mean, it's the gift that keeps on giving. You have a really great look at, if you look at the daily chart right now, you have this convergence of the 200 SMA and the 50 SMA. So right now I wouldn't touch Tesla. Why? It's right between those two SMAs. There's, if it could reject off that 50, which it might, the 50 is at 322, but then it might, the 200 might hold. That's pretty close by at 317. So I wouldn't go long here. I certainly wouldn't short it here. But yesterday, you have this clear break below the SMA 200. And it allowed me to short the stock, knowing that I had the SMA 200 as my resistance point, that if it broke above that, I could get out of the short. I was able to short the stock, take profit, but then it kept bouncing back up and testing that SMA. It would test it, fail, come back down again, I'd short it again. Bounced, closed it, shorted it again. So I was able to keep repeating that same trade.
All right, about 12:25. I'm gonna get lunch here in about 5 minutes. SPY just chopping sideways now. Big move down, big bounce back up. Market just chopping around now. Back into LPTE. Low probability trading environment. I got out of the APM. I'm watching it again. That doesn't mean I won't go back into this Momo trade. But it's got to get above 343 before I would do anything with it.
Sure, yes.
All right, I'm going to get some lunch. I have to close down the YouTube channel now. Again, thanks everybody for being here. Hey, Saw, nice to see you here. Ryan, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Kevin, nice to see you here. We'll be back tomorrow again, Thursday around 11 o'clock or so. I started a little bit late today, but I was a little distracted by the chaos in the market. So, all right, we'll close down YouTube. Thanks very much, everybody, for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.